So welcome to our review of One Piece Chapter 1013, and I have to be honest, I was anxious about this chapter because of the title. Midway chapter, I'm not gonna lie, I was kind of disappointed for the same reason. I kind of got disappointed when it came to Big Mom temporarily knocking out Page One, although there's some debate of whether or not he's still conscious because of what Big Mom was saying in the previous chapter. Same thing happened in this chapter. I did not want that. I'm not gonna sugarcoat it. I did not want that. I was disappointed. But my only hope is that both Page One and Ulti, because I think it's kind of obvious they're awakened Zoans because of the amount of damage they've been taking. Now, I don't know if that's it for Ulti. If it is, I'm going to be very disappointed because is Big Mom going to KO? Is she going to KO the rest of the Toby Robo now? What's going to happen with that? But I'm so glad Kid showed up when he did. I kind of wish he showed up at the beginning of this chapter so Nami can have a moment with Ulti. My hope is that Ulti gets back up, but after the damage she's been taking, I don't know. And yes, you can argue that maybe Nami wasn't enough to deal with Ulti, but that was the whole point. The Toby Robo versus the Straw Hats, they were not pushovers. They were supposed to push the Straw Hats, and we don't get to see the results because of Big Mom's blatant interference. So we start off with a cover page where we got a Sanji Zoro cover page, which is pretty cool. Interesting, we don't get to see Sanji or Zoro in this chapter, but I feel like this could have only been inspired through the previous chapter of what we got when we got Sanji reuniting Zoro. Sanji's looking to cook a shark with three swords, so I thought that's pretty cool. It's so poetic, even though Zoro's sleeping, so you can tell. That was a light-hearted cover page. Big Mom seems to be concerned about Otama. Nami's looking like a badass in this chapter, which is kind of even more disappointed why Big Mom interference was not needed. So Ulti gets back up, she's like, oh, that's some resolve you have. And the quote-unquote Ulti is still my favourite Toby Robot, especially after this chapter. She did not back down at all, even with Big Mom there. She's like, oh, Nami's lighting up another attack, Tornado Tempo. It doesn't work because she gets Speed Blitz right to Nami, and she's about to headbutt her. Now, that probably would have KO'd her, but I'm kind of hoping Nami would have had an answer for that. We don't get to find out because Big Mom interferes right away. We get a three fusion with Napoleon, Prometheus, and Hera as they fuse together to launch an attack on Ulti. It goes right through her. So we see the white eyes, but I don't know if she's fully KO'd at this point, considering she's already withstood a lot. Now, if I was the underlings of Otama, I would report this stuff to King to get word to Kaido, especially after this chapter. Because Big Mom right now is as a loose cannon. She's attacking Kaido's subordinates here, the members of the Toby Robo, although I'm not too sure if Kaido's going to give a damn. But my hope is Ulti at some point gets back up, because this needs to be resolved with Team Nami and Ulti. I'm sorry, with what's been said, there's going to be a lot of disappointment, especially with Nami reaching the top 3 One Piece characters. This has to have a resolution, and we still haven't got it. Actually leave Kamichio behind, which I'm pretty sure he's going to get back with Otama at some point. Then Nami spots Zeus, but she at first doesn't care because Zeus looks like he's been completely abandoned, because he overhears what the three homies are saying about him. It's like, oh, such a breath of fresh air. That's right. I'm sure the three of us will get along together. By the way, Prometheus is asking for a sister instead of a goddess of a homie, because obviously it's somebody to flirt with, so we can go out with, which is kind of disturbing when you consider that all three of them are Big Mom's souls, so about to be consumed. And Zeus did abandon Nami, but he's being threatened by Big Mom. And look what Nami said in the previous chapter when she was being threatened by Big Mom. It's like, oh, Ulti, take care of her. And it's kind of that same thing here, only this time it's Zeus. Oh, Big Mom, sorry I'm late, but I guess there's the 4 of us now. And Zeus is like, no, your services are no longer required. Hera's about to consume him. And I guess technically she does, because to make Hera a lot stronger, and Zeus is being consumed. It's disturbing as all hell, especially with the dialogue. I'm sorry for my mistakes. If you don't want me, I could just leave. I'll never show myself around again. And then Big Mom brings up an interesting point. It's like, expect me to let you run off with a portion of my soul? If you're really sorry, embrace your new role as nourishment. And there's one portion where Big Mom is grabbing her Tama, makes her look demonic as hell, because I thought, okay, we're going to have a twist. No. It's like, while she attacks the straws, I said this in my last review, like, despite the fact of what Big Mom's been doing the past few chapters, like, Big Mom's going to target Nami and Usopp once the Tama's out of the way. Nami's being tough, but she obviously cares deep down. She's like, whatever, we have nothing to do with each other. Like, Zeus is like, begging, like, oh, spineless, pathetic. It's like, now it's my turn to be discarded. But if this is the end, I don't want to die being hated by everyone. Which I feel like this has to be a callback to Big Mom. Like, what if there's some deeper meaning behind this? Zeus is about to attack Mom and the rest, like, because I'll trade my life. And this is where Nami's actually caring. So like nothing, Big Mom just snatches Zeus. She's ripping the soul out of it, and Nami's like, consider this a parting gift, like with these black balls. So Zeus can like munch on them and get away. Doesn't happen because she's being consumed. Like, the soul's damaged. I don't think I could able to enjoy my favorite snack anymore. And then boom, that's where it ends. So they all three of them dip, and then Big Mom's like, I hate when people desert me, which is exactly the same thing So I feel there's got to be some deeper meaning behind that, especially with Big Mom's flashback, the way it ended. So she's like, do I have to kill you too? It's like she's about to attack the Straw Hats again with a Tama with them, by the way. And then it comes out of nowhere. It comes Kid, Punk Gibson, which is awesome, but it's bad timing because I wanted Kid to show up right away so Big Mom wouldn't be a factor between Ulti and Nami. But Kid's here now. We know Law's on his way because he's also looking for Big Mom. And that Punk Gibson had no effect on Big Mom. She's like shaking it off like just a normal hit to the head. And Kid's like, beat it, Straw Hats. She's my prey. And Big Mom, you got some of Kaido's crew there. They're freaking out. But Usopp and Nami, like, they're happy to see him. Like, hey, he may be Luffy's rifle, but he's saving our lives right now. Kid actually nails Big Mom again into the ground because you see her flying, and we cut away to the top of the Skull Dome, which and now we're after the races with Kaido and Luffy because, number one, we sent to Luffy while he was knocked out. You got cocky because you got a different new weapon to your arsenal, and you got cocky, which I literally said the moment that happened. Like, is that going to be enough to balance it out with Kaido? It turns out no, it's not even enough. So humans always cling onto faith in a way that he can't afford to abandon it, and that can be dangerous. Which again, very deep. That has to have some deeper meaning, especially with Kaido's reaction. Like, he's covering his face like he's about to cry. Got this fired up. What a mistake! I should have taken your head as a trophy. So he's upset about not getting the challenge he wanted from Luffy, but we see he's no longer in his hybrid form. So I'm like, there's a portion that was skipped. We have to find out what happened because Luffy number one, he's KO'd, it looks like, and number two, it looks like he's about to fall off the top of the Skull Dome, similar to what we have with Big Mom. We speculate what could happen with her, but I think it was kind of obvious she was going to get saved. Same thing here with Luffy. The only question is, I think it's going to be Yamato that saves Luffy because she's heading up that way. She's the only one that's heading that way. If there was ever going to be a time to end Wano at 3, this will be a perfect opportunity. Because you have some of the members of the Toby Road, but at least we're going to get Robin versus Black Maria. I'm thankful for that. And the reason Kaido wanted to take Luffy's head is because if they're not shown proof, their faith in you will never die. Isn't that right? So once again, Luffy's been knocked out, but I don't think that's too much of a problem. Like I said, I think Yamato probably will show up at some point. This chapter definitely confirms that as of right now, Luffy cannot handle a Yonko 1v1. That's a fact, or at least Kaido. That is a fact. If that happened to Luffy, what do you think is going to happen to Kid? I'm just saying, like, unless Kid could come up some offense, I could slow down Big Mom. Unless Law intervenes, because I don't see that being just 1v1. Like, it'd be cool on Kid's behalf, but I don't see that lasting. And hence what we got with the end of this chapter. Like, for now, it's KO'd. And what could be interesting, even if Luffy's saved and he's KO'd, because this could be like what we have with Gear 4. Like, after Gear 4 timed out. Luffy had 10 minutes to recover his haki, and that used up the rest of the supernova to step up the game, especially Zoro to protect Luffy until he regained his haki. Like Law, Kid doing the thing, Killer as well. So I guess this could bring up some character development for Yamato if she stands her ground against Kaido. Now I don't think she stands a chance, but we know how she feels. So this could be a way of getting Luffy back in the game and motivating Luffy. Okay, like nothing else works. It's going to come down to a new form of Gear 4th or Gear 5th. That's the only way Luffy's going to have some type of hope in this fight now. But it'd be kind of cool to see Yamato and Luffy against Kaido, to be honest with you. It'll bring up some interesting character development for Yamato. If Luffy's KO'd and Yamato's the only one standing the ground, standing in the way of Kaido killing Luffy. So this could have some interesting implications as we move forward. Looks like there's a break next week, so we'll have to wait 2 weeks to find out. And like I said, despite the whole ulti getting knocked out, or at least for the time being KO'd by Big Mom, I'm going to reserve my judgment. I'm going to be fair. But I have to tell you, as of right now, I'm kind of disappointed that Nami's not the one to take on ulti. At least this got cut short again. So we'll have to wait to see what happens. Like I said, overall is an okay chapter. I would have cut out the Big Mom interference, but other than that, it's an interesting chapter. Looks like RIP to Zeus finally. So Nami, whatever role she's going to have, like she's going to get her own power up now. So that's a good thing. Bad thing is we don't get to see her get the ulti, at least not yet. So that's going to do it for today, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Let me know what your thoughts are in the comments below. Subscribe to the channel for more One Piece. Catch you guys later. Thanks, guys. Bye.